Hello, Blizzard fans! This is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between validng and JonnyDrama on Terraform, the latter edition. This was submitted to me at FalconPaladin@gmail.com, and you too can submit replays to FalconPaladin@gmail.com, and I will probably cast them at this point. If not, please do not be offended. Send in another one that is really exciting, and we'll see what happens. All right, in the top left of Terraform, the latter edition, we have the red Zerg player. It is validng. And in the bottom right of Terraform, the latter edition, we have the blue Protoss player. It is JonnyDrama. Maybe this is like Johnny Storm, where the first name is Johnny and the second name kind of denotes what they're all about. But regardless, JonnyDrama. Trying to see when this was actually played. I think this might have been played on the most recent patch, based on the fact that the loading screen did show player portraits and did show other information that is missing, as well as the race that they chose in stuff that you've played in previous patches. So anyway, I think this is it. I don't think we have Chrono Boost. We don't. No Chrono Boost at all. The injects are automatic for the Zerg, so this should be interesting to see how this works. The new Disruptor also comes into play. The warp-in times for units, depending on where exactly the pylon is placed, also comes into play for Protoss, so a lot of things to take concern about if you're Protoss. I've watched a few ladder games from my friend Walnut, and he says he really likes the changes. He kept complaining that he was trying to Chrono Boost all of his upgrades and his stuff when he was making things during the game and saying, I can't Chrono Boost, there's no button to do it. I've been conditioned to do this by StarCraft for so long, and now suddenly it's not a thing, and it's freaking me out. So I have to imagine for Zerg players, it's the same thing. I still really need to play a couple ladder matches on my account just to see how it works, because, I mean, it is so ingrained to you to go back to your hatcheries, make sure you're injecting, trying to do it on time, and failing miserably in my case. But in the end, I'm not sure. I feel like with the campaign of Heart of the Swarm, where you didn't have to actually manually inject, and the hatcheries just kind of made larvae as much as they wanted to, it was nice. I wouldn't say I missed the inject in that circumstance, but we'll have to see how it is when I actually play one of my own games. Yeah, see this? You can't Chrono Boost this Zealot. Look how slow that is. And ta-da! Zealot! Alright, so Zealot here for defensive purposes. It looks like JonnyDrama is playing this. A little bit worried about what the Zerg player is going to do, but you see this hatchery, you just take a Nexus as a Protoss player. Just do it. Just get out there. Just do it! I could be Shia LaBeouf if you want, but I think that would scare people here a little bit too much. Getting speed here for the Lings, getting the Queen out. Now watch, we're going to watch the Queen. As soon as it pops out, it should inject. So we're going to keep an eye on that just for a little bit. Take that Nexus. No, we're just getting 2 more gateways in addition to the 3. Could it be like a 3-gate expand? Or possibly a 4-gate. We're getting warp. Now look, warp gate here is so slow because you can't Chrono Boost it. It really kills a lot of the timings for Protoss players. And a Robo facility, so a 3-gate into Robo here. Where's that Queen? There it is. Yeah, I mean, as soon as it popped, it injected. Look, it has 3 energy left. We missed it on camera, but trust me, it definitely happened. Because look, autocast, spawn larva, the little swirly thing around it here, woo, 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 that means it's autocast. So if there's a Queen near a hatchery and it has 25 energy and there's available stuff to inject onto, it will inject, which makes it sound kind of creepy, but trust me, it's definitely a thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Forward hatchery coming up for validng. And this is what happens if you don't take a base here. Zerg will come and take it from you, Protoss players. Just keep that in mind. Stalker, Zealot, are we going to fall to the curse of not making a Legacy of the Void units in our games here? JonnyDrama, come on, man. Do it. Make a Disruptor. I guess you need a Robo Bay first. That might be a while. Make an Immortal, because the Immortals have the new model in Legacy of the Void, which is totally broken. Oh, it's a Warp Prism. Oh, could we see maybe a base race? Warp some stuff up in here. Kind of hold the line here, but without any sentries, I don't see how this is going to happen. You really need sentries to hold this if you're a Protoss player. So this forward hatchery is going to finish. I don't think our Protoss player even knows that it's there. He does not. He's going 1 base at this point. Getting a Warp Prism for who knows what reason. More and more gateways coming. So what is this? 5 gates? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 gates and a Robo facility off of 1 base. Finally making some adepts. So not going to fall to that curse, although validng might. But you know what? I think we're going to give validng a disclaimer, an exception to that rule, because he is doing a forward hatchery, and proxy hatches on the front door of Protoss players is probably my favorite thing in all of StarCraft 2. So validng, you get an exception to that rule. If you win this game and you didn't make any Legacy of the Void units, I will love you forever. Here come the Lings trying to get in that door, but man, the Zealot holds the line. I don't know if this is enough to hold against that many Zerglings, but it looks like validng did not want to even check. Just waiting for these spine crawlers to finish, waiting for the queen to finish as well. But here's the warp prism. Ooh, there are a whole ton of adepts right at his front door, though. He is streaming Lings across the map, and the adepts are coming into his main base. This is enough to actually kill a queen down to 50% health, down to nothing percent health, and she is all sorts of dead. All these workers are now going to die, planting the spine crawlers closer to the front door. The adepts are a little bit distracted. They're trying to kill this lair, which is not a great idea for them. Go kill workers. Get down here, kill workers before these spines finish. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. The Lings getting up on the front door. The spines are poking everything. There we go. The sentry's throwing down a force field. Excellent play there by JonnyDrama. A lot of Lings are going to die just because they're trapped in those tiny spaces between force fields and walls and buildings. This Zergling actually still alive somehow. I don't know exactly how it is because, oh, we're attacking our own warp gate. No, 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 no. No, 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 Stalker, no. Why would you do that? Is he just AFK? He's seriously using adepts to kill this lair. He was attacking his own gateway. I mean, yes, the spine was attacking it too, so it's not like it was completely safe, but oh my goodness gracious. Alright, JonnyDrama, this does not look good for you, my friend. How does it have that vision? Oh, the creeps up the ramp. That is not good at all for JonnyDrama. Yeah, get out of there, sentry. That spine crawler will kill you. Down here with all these adepts. Trying to kill spine crawlers with the adepts is just so hard to do. It only does 10 damage to buildings. Ooh, they got one of them, though, but this guy's darn near still alive. Making another spine crawler. This queen smacking stuff as well. Does do 4 damage, or... yeah, 4 damage to ground units, which isn't a lot. But actually might be enough to kill one of these adepts. We'll have to see how it goes. And meanwhile, back here, we're actually trying to take down spine crawlers. That one is pretty well damaged. So DNG is super all in at this point. It does have a mining base here, and a mining base here effectively. Oh, Zealot's coming in. I think that might be a better choice. Bring the adept as well. You have an adept. Ooh, ends up dead. Does that spine crawler. This guy trying to move around, trying to kill the spine. Can't quite do it. The circle of life is in act. And the drones go back to work. So good play there by validng. Finally going to be able to kill this lair, I think. Just going mass adept at this point. Getting the lair is a nice pickup, but again, the Zerg is on 2 base. You are on 1 base. You need to do something about that very quickly, JonnyDrama, or bad things will happen to you. The Broodlings pop out. They're going to try to kill one of these adepts. It's definitely not going to happen. They actually got a surround on one of them, though. Whoa, that was a lot closer than I thought it would be. Wow, down to 14 hit points. Pretty scary stuff if you're that adept saying, what happened to me? How did these things came out of the building and I died? Ooh, getting these spine crawlers before they can actually finish building is an excellent play. And yep, got it. All the drones are escaping. They're evacuating the second base. They come down here in mine because this is super safety base right on the front door of the Protoss player. Are we going to get that spine? We are. Oh, there are stalkers here too. That's nice. Yeah, this base is toast. It is gone for DNG. It's going to be very close. Whatever happens here, it's effectively going to be 1 base Zerg versus 1 base Protoss. And I think in that particular situation, usually the Protoss wins. It is 65 to 41 total supply right now in favor of JonnyDrama. Going to try to get up this ramp again with a million Lings, but so many of them are dying. This photon cannon just can't decide what to kill. There are so many targets. All the spines, though, are burrowed. Excellently placed. Trying to get everything on top of this ramp. Wow, that's a lot of spines. 4 spines. Very, very scary. The gateway is going to burn down. Extra quick. Second gateway in that position to die today. Boosh. It explodes, getting that pylon. It's very nice, as this photon cannon cannot shoot without it. But it's out of range of all this stuff, so... ooh, transfuse on the spine. Spine does end up dead. Backs up out of there again. The Lings are through, though. Bad force fields. Missed force fields by JonnyDrama, trying to focus down this cannon, and we do get it. But all the Lings are dead. The Queens are trying to make a push up. One of them dies. However, they attacking from the Stalkers. They're getting this high ground advantage on these spine crawlers. And yeah, taking down another one despite the transfuses. No, transfuses keeping that spine alive for way too long. Lings coming around the backside, finally getting the spine there. That was the invincible spine for sure. Look at that 16-second. No. No, too late. What? That shouldn't have been 16 seconds, though. That should have been 2, because it wasn't touching another building. Maybe somebody can clarify in the comments. Maybe I misunderstand. This adept is like, I've been working on the railroad all the live long day. I've been shooting this extractor just to pass the time away. Yeah, poor thing. It's going to take forever to kill that extractor. But here we come. Hero stalkers, hero adepts coming across the map trying to save the main base. Good force fields actually taking out a drone. But the creep is here in the main base. You never want to see that as a Protoss player. Creep in the main is a terrifying thing. Wait, why are you leaving? You need to kill this base. Oh, there's roaches now, though. That's a good pickup for Valley DNG. Macro hatch coming up as well for DNG. Why on earth not? I have a lot of money. I need to be able to spend it. Roaches coming up and just kind of gathering on the creep, not really attacking. There we go, finally deciding to attack. But here we come, backing them into a corner, but there's a spine crawler to help. The zealots right on top of those roaches. You manage to kill one, but the other one dies too. Force fielding units inside the base. This queen, nope, she's not long for the world. These roaches are doing excellent against the stalkers though. But pretty good stutter step micro. Another roach ends up dead. We are pretty much outnumbered a lot here at this point. Why are we? No, you don't have to send your whole army to check for bases. Just send like one thing to check for bases. JonnyDrama taking another base down here. Very sneaky about it. This adept did actually kill the extractor. It did. Now its job is to kill the spawning pool. Wow. That is brave. Do we have a replacement spawning pool? We don't, but we do have the roach warren down here, so I don't think DNG actually cares about that spawning pool. Observer setting up shop, taking down creep tumors. Very, very smart. Oh, using the high ground advantage against the spine crawler. Are we going to get it? Transfuse would be nice. No, can't get the transfuse, but a lot of roaches popped. At the top of the ramp are these stalkers trying to deal with the roaches, but the roaches hit really, really hard against gateway units. More stalkers morphing in at 2 seconds here. Is it reversed? Is it 16 seconds of the pylons not touching a building and 2 seconds the other way around? That actually looks like what's going on. I need to look at those patch notes again. Wow, I got the spawning pool. Adept with 3 kills. It is a disciple. It actually lost some health there because of the broodlings that came out and tried to kill it. Stayed alive, though. This is an enduring adept. Just shooting stuff, because whatever. Alright, so Warp Prism coming on in, trying to give some additional reinforcements to the Zerg, or to the Protoss player at the top of this ramp. Oh, Photon Overcharge. Keeping things out for sure. Don't come up that ramp, roaches. There's a Photon Overcharge now. I guess maybe, like, bait them up. If you're a Protoss, maybe bait them up the ramp, right? I do not know. Alright, so these guys aren't going to help at all. They're just kind of sitting out here in a place that makes no sense for them to be. They should be scouting, checking for bases. That was good what they did earlier. Again, maybe not the whole army, but 1 or 2 units would be nice. Is the Photon Overcharge done? I think it is. Alright, it is. So, pretty much a standoff at this point. The roaches can't really break up the ramp. Whoa, 10 roaches being produced right now, though. They might be able to break up that ramp. So, 10, and what we have now is 10. So, 20 total roaches to kill this many stalkers and this many adepts. I think it's going to happen. Alright, so throwing down creep tumors just to advance the spread of that creep up into the Protoss base, being very disgusting. Are we getting the second extractor? We are. Moment of truth. Da, 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 da. Adept kills an extractor. 4 kills. I think those are all buildings for this adept. That's insane. So good scouting, just making sure there's no bases here for the adept as well. But here come the roaches right up the ramp, sniping down those adepts immediately. These stalkers do not stand a chance. Replacement spawning pool being created. Photon Overcharge going to chase them away. Oh, wow. Actually does chase it. Here we go from both sides right now. Trying to do what we can. Splitting up the roach army, doing a pretty good job of it is DNG. But coming back around, just kind of being very annoying. The roaches aren't quite sure where to go. Oh, no. Only 1 stalker left on the top of the ramp. More warping in for JonnyDrama. This base is here. It's a very important base. It really should not die in order for JonnyDrama to win this game. Burrows up. The regeneration rate on these roaches is fairly ridiculous at this point. And immortals would be good. You do have... Make an immortal. Oh, I guess you're mined out in your main, though. That's not good. Send those probes over here. Have them mine, get the gas, make an immortal. Yikes, pushing up though. They don't have speed, so the roaches cannot actually catch those stalkers, which is kind of annoying for the roaches, but that's a-okay. Can we actually? Nope, we don't have a lair yet. Lair is on the way, so we can't make speed roaches until that's actually finished. I think JonnyDrama just kind of waiting it out At this point, that is just way too many roaches. Not the Warp Prism. Run away, Warp Prism. Warp Prism survives. Roaches chasing these stalkers, getting a couple hits off here and there, but not really being super duper effective. But that's okay. No big deal. Ooh, trying to bait them back into another hit, but no. Good microcontrol there by JonnyDrama. The roaches can't be speedy until this is a lair, and this upgrade comes up right here. Glial Reconstitution. Oh man, more roaches. It is 79 to 74 supply. Somehow JonnyDrama is actually in the lead. How is that possible? 25 roaches, 3 queens, 18 workers, 36 drones, 2 warp prisms, 15 stalkers. Yeah, we need immortals so bad here. Here we come. Roaches are going for it. Coming up that ramp. All the stalkers are disintegrating fairly good. Nope, way too late on the force fields. Way too late on the force fields. Photon overcharge does come up, forcing all of the all of the roaches back home. Oh, they burrow, but there's an observer. Oh no, they pop out of the ground. Surprise! And they kill all of these stalkers. Every single stalker obliterated. There's one left, futilely poking away. More stalkers are getting warped in. And Glial Reconstitution. So that's no tunneling claws. I actually don't want speed for some reason. We want tunneling claws, right? And speed at the same time. Okay, so that's what that is. Alright, I feel like at this point JonnyDrama is just kind of bleeding out slowly. I mean, this base isn't even close to mined out for the Zerg player. But at the same time, there's 2 bases for JonnyDrama. Getting this gas would be useful, but I don't know how much gas you need. Getting an immortal, nope, another observer. Really need another observer. Absolutely what we need from that robo facility right this very second. Standing on the high ground, sniping off 1 or 2 workers. I don't know how much it matters, though. Backing out. The stalkers know what is coming, and they do not want any part of it whatsoever. Mothership core, enough energy for they do. Enough energy for another photon overcharge. Pulling all the probes to absorb some of the damage. Warping in more stalkers. Trying to take down these roaches. This is actually probably a fairer fight. A lot of roaches taking a lot of damage here. Trying to burrow move away. Sniping out creep tumors that have made their way up onto the high ground, which is really no big deal. Taking out roaches that think they're clever and burrow move here. Pop up, wow, do a ton of damage to that stalker. Probably overkilling 1 or 2 of those stalkers. But like I said, I think TNG might just be getting bled out at this point. It's just really hard to say who's going to win this game. Production continually shows more and more roaches. TNG wants to win this with the roach. I think maybe like a single Void Ray might be really good here for JonnyDrama, but how many times are we going to see this? The roaches come up, they get the upper hand, photon overcharge pops up, and the roaches retreat immediately. Do they have speed yet? No, almost. They almost have speed, and on creep they'll be even faster. Spreading this creep would probably be a good idea as the Zerg player, but look at this income. Still doing pretty darn good for ourselves. Robo Facility says immortal. Extra damage to armored units. Does really well against roaches. That's what I'm talking about. Warp Prism scouting around saying, are there any Zerg bases around anywhere? And the answer is no. There are no Zerg bases but this one, and I don't know if it even matters. The roach is getting a great concave and then backing out. Okay, here's the thing. If you're DNG and you think you have the Protoss contained on one base because you don't know about this base, it might be a good idea to scout around and see if you can find an additional base, because look, there are continual stalkers being produced from the Protoss player. Wait, my eyes do not deceive me. It is immortals being warped in. 2 immortals. 2 immortals with this many stalkers might actually be able to handle this number of roaches. And oh, there we go. Finally taking another base, but no! Forcing the cancel are these stalkers. Back out, stalkers, run. Run for your lives. What's the speed on stalkers? 413. Roaches with the upgrade. 42. Roaches are faster than you. Get out. Get out now. Oh, no. They're going to catch him. Good angle. Can maybe pick some up with a warp prism. Nope. Warp prism keeps on moving by. Sorry, guys. That's really not my department. And they decide to stand and fight. Try to take down one of the roaches. They do. They do get one of the roaches, but nope, not another one. All these stalkers are dead, getting acid bathed to death. Stalkers moving down while actually the roaches are out of position. And killing queens, killing workers? Oh, JonnyDrama doing pretty well, actually. No, kill drones. Don't take out that lair. Burrow move coming up. This is not ideal whatsoever. Trying to get out of there. Are we going to get out? No, they burrow right on top of everything. The Immortal gets focused down first. These roaches are taking hits like nothing else. The Immortal on the high ground, though, doing a lot of... No, Immortal on the high ground! Dude, we... Oh, we now have Hydras from the NG. Alright, so that entire attack force of Stalkers gets completely cleaned up. Here we come, Photon Overcharge with an Immortal as well. Trying to take this base. There's really nothing to stop it at this point for DNG. Finally pulling up these assimilators. Nope, one assimilator, no workers on it whatsoever. DNG must be very happy about that right now. The units tab shows 3 Hydras, 12 Roaches against 2 Immortals, a Stalker, 2 Adepts, and 7 Zealots. So interesting. JonnyDrama says, how do you have the money for this? It's an excellent question. DNG says, I've been mining, thank you very much. Not here though, that's for sure. Pretty much just off of one base, we've had a lot of Roaches and Hydras with pretty good upgrades. JonnyDrama says, from one base? DNG says, I'm not giving away my secrets. But he says yes anyway. So alright, so 2 Immortals with the weird model right now. This is completely broken in the current patch of Legacy of the Void. But this is an Immortal, trust me. When it dies, it turns into Immortal. So here we come. Roaches, Hydras. But man, these 2 Immortals are just nice. I mean, poking up again is DNG. Just ever so gently poking on up. Taking down Pylons, taking out Stalkers, killing Zealots. Not really doing anything about these Immortals, but it doesn't matter. At this point, more Immortals coming in. Nope. No, there are not. Hey, we have gas here. This might be a little blocked off by that pylon. Let's see how this works. Yeah, it's a little... Actually, is that more efficient? That actually might be more efficient. I don't know. Holy shamoly, this game's not over yet. Alright, so didn't get the lair. Tried to kill the lair. That might have been a mistake. Popping up the ramp again. You know what, DNG? You should ask the same question. How on earth does the Protoss have enough money to keep building this stuff? And the answer is, there we go. Sending out some links to scout. It's going to find this base. It's going to kill it. That might finally cripple JonnyDrama, who has not actually been all that dramatic. I'm not sure he's lived up to his name, to be entirely honest. But here we come. And the Lings find the hidden base. Da, 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 da. And all the probes try to keep it alive, try to keep it a secret, try to kill these Zerglings before they can go home and tell their boss what's going on. But you know what? Zerglings immediately communicate to the hive mind what they have seen. And now DNG knows that it is there. There we go. Morphing in some lurkers. I thought for sure DNG would fall victim to the not making Legacy of the Void units in a Legacy of the Void game curse. That just does not roll off the tongue at all, does it? Whatever. Warp Prism up at the top here. Observer checking things out. Sees the lurkers, I think, which is a major problem for our Protoss player. And the Lings say, where'd all the workers go? I don't care. Let's go ahead and take down this pylon. Probes are checking for extra bases. I think at this point, JonnyDrama recognizes he's lost the game. And he just wants to know how on earth DNG won this game. Production tab shows a single Spore Crawler on the way. We are doing the slow lurker push. JonnyDrama saying that's just stupid. Not happy at this game whatsoever. Photon Overcharge popping up. Takes a lot of hits to actually kill a lurker, but the lurker backs up anyway into this corner. Photon Overcharge has extended this game like 15 minutes. I really feel like one of those early Roach pushes would have just won, except the Photon Overcharge chased away the Zerg player. But yeah, so the range on the lurker is pretty darn good. It is 9. Can take down that forge, which is alright, I guess. But here we come, trying to go on top of these lurkers. Never a great idea. Getting 1, which is alright. But man, those zealots evaporated very quickly. Probes and an adept in here trying to kill these workers. What an insane game. Roaches run up and say, hey, you leave our workers alone. Nuh-uh, probes say, we're going to kill all of them. All of them, you hear me? Only 7 drones are left for DNG. 7. And you know how many probes are left for JonnyDrama? 1. The answer is 1. Where is that guy? Units tab. 1. Sitting here in the main base. He hasn't been working for a while, I don't think. But yeah, here we go. Finally, all these zealots go into town. Photon Overcharge again. Oh my gosh. I really just don't know what to say anymore. I mean, that's like the 8th time we've seen Photon Overcharge chase away a Roach Hydra army all the way back down the ramp, wait 43 seconds for it to finish, then come back again with a pretty overwhelming force. Photon Overcharge pops up, run away once more. Are we even making probes here? We are. We are just barely starting to make probes here again. The Zerglings somehow did not finish this off. I don't know where they went. Oh, here they are. Do they have any kills? The ones that... I don't know. There we go. Roach's Hydra is going to snipe things down once again. Not actually bringing the lurkers this time. Where are the lurkers? I think the lurkers are playing defense? No. Did all the lurkers die? It looks like they might have. The Immortal sniping down everything. 7 kills on that Immortal, but actually might get taken down. Watch, when the Immortal dies, the old model pops up. Nope. Nope, not this time. All right, DNG has 35 supply. JonnyDrama is down to 12. The Lings have effectively locked down this base again and then run home and then stayed here. There we go. That's it. JonnyDrama not happy about things, but leaves the game. DNG is victorious, and that's it. So this has been FalconPaladin with yet another Daily Blizzard upload. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you heard and what you saw today. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.